This story was sent to me by Coca 2005, and to be honest, I forgot all about this person that I'm about to talk about right now until I had to look up the story and remember what he did. But this person's name is Alex Malaysian, and he is the guy that caused that huge 10-person pileup, I guess you could say, in Toronto last year. If you remember, he was the guy that took the truck and ran through and plowed through like 10 people in Toronto, Canada. And I don't know if they gave the reason as to why he did it back then, but they have a reason now, and it doesn't surprise me of the reasoning. So according to this article that's coming from Sky News, it said that he ran over those people because he was sexually frustrated. I said, incel alert. The spirit of Elliot Rodger, the king of the incels, lives on. It says Alex Malaysian told police he belonged to an online group of sexually frustrated men who plot attacks against people who have sex. Are you kidding me? Did y'all hear that? This guy is going out here and attacking people who are having sex because they can't get none. And this is supposed to be the master race. This is supposed to be the superior race. People out here dying because they can't get none. Pathetic. It says Alex Malaysian is facing 10 counts of first-degree murder and 16 counts of attempted murder in connection with the attack in the Canadian city on April 23rd last year. 8 women and 2 men, aged 22 to 94, died. His trial begins in February, and he has yet to enter a plea. It needs to be one of. We know he's going to say not guilty, but let's be real here. In it, the 26-year-old identified as a member of Incel, which is short for involuntarily celibate. Now, see, they're saying he's an incel, not me. I just knew he was an incel just based off of his reasoning. And the thing is, it says involuntarily celibate, meaning they want to get some, but they just can't get any. And I find that a lot of these incels are just weirdos. That's probably why no woman wants them. He said it is an identity used by a subset of men who blame women for their inability to have sex or form relationships, and who are prone to float ideas for violent payback, according to sociologists and others who have studied the group. It also means that they are mad at other men who can get sex from probably the women that they would probably prefer to have sex with. That's what Elliot Rodger's problem was. I feel like I accomplished my mission, he said in a police interview when asked by a detective how he felt about the deaths of those who were killed. Malaysian, who said he had never had a girlfriend and was a virgin. I'm not surprised by that either. And the people that's in that little online circle jerk thing probably are filled with a bunch of virgins as well. Acknowledged he used the van as a weapon and wanted to inspire more attacks. He said he knew several other guys on the internet who feel the same way, adding they are too cowardly to act on their anger. Malaysian said he discussed his sexual frustrations with the website 4chan, of all places, which has become associated with extreme views. He also told detectives he had been in contact with Elliot Rodger. Did y'all hear that? And we were just talking about him. A community college student who killed 6 people and wounded 13 in shooting and stabbing attacks in 2014 near the University of California, Santa Barbara, before apparently shooting himself. Rodger had railed in a manifesto and online videos about women who shunned him and called for an incel overthrow of what he saw as feminist domination. Listen, you know I have nothing but ill will to those feminazis. But for him to say that it's because of the feminists why he can't get none, I would say that's probably wrong. Could it probably have something to do with it? I don't know. Maybe it could. I'm not an incel. I would like to say that I don't have issues like Elliot Rodger or this guy right here that you see on your screen. And see, the thing is, it's easier for them to blame women for the reason why they can't get any or can't get a relationship with a woman without actually examining what's wrong with them. And the fact that this guy actually plowed through 10 people just because they were having sex, allegedly, because who knows, those younger people probably are virgins themselves. You never know. But to do that lets you know that there is a deeper psychological issue here than just you not being able to get women or have sex. You just probably had a thirst to kill somebody that day, and you killed 10 people. Just like Elliot Rodger had a thirst to kill somebody. See, Elliot Rodger's problem was he thought because he had an amount of privilege because of who his his stepdad or whoever, what family member he was related to was. Because I think one of them was connected to that movie, The Hunger Games. He thought because that they had a connection to them, that women would just flock at him. No, they don't know who you are. They know who your family member is. And even they aren't flocking to them. But he thought that he had the privilege to be able to do so or get any woman that he wanted because of his connections alone, not the fact that he was a straight up weirdo. Like if you look at any of his videos, Elliot Rodger's videos, those videos are creepy as fuck. He said Malaysian said he became radicalized around the time of the attacks. He told police, I felt it was time to take action and not just sit on the sidelines and just fester in my own sadness. Malaysian also said that in 2013 he went to a Halloween party and was laughed at by women when he tried to socialize with them. He said he was upset the women gave affection to bigger men. And like I said, he probably came off as a weirdo. Like I can look at this picture and tell this guy is off his rocker. And if he's on any meds, he's probably not taking those either. But notice he said that they gave affection to bigger men. Incels hate when they are not only ignored, but when they are ignored for the type of person that they probably wish they could be, but they can't be. And so the thing is, the scary part about it is if they was to say that this guy had a mental issue, they could diagnose being an incel as a mental illness. And that's scary because then that means all these incels out here can go out and carry out these attacks the way that they do. And get away with it under the guise of it being a mental illness. But what I've noticed is that a lot of these incels, especially the white ones, are the ones who will go out there and kill somebody because of them being an incel. Now you might have incels of other races, but their incel ways usually doesn't go beyond them just saying they that they hate women or they can't get a woman and, you know, crying and complaining about women. That's about it. This guy here not only cried, complained, and bitched and moaned about it, but he actually went out and killed people behind it. It says Malaysian said he planned the Toronto attack for a month, adding the van was the perfect medium size to use as my weapon. I'm thinking that this is it. This is the day of my retribution. I was driving down Yanj because I knew it would be a busy area, and then as soon as I saw the pedestrians, I just decided to go for it. He said he would have kept going, but something obscured his view. Yeah, lock his ass up. This is the only reason I stopped my attack was because someone's drink got splashed in my windshield, and I was worried I would crash. I wanted to do more, but I've kind of been foiled by lack of visibility. Malaysian said he wished he had an intimate relationship, but only asked a girl out in 2012. I did ask a girl out once, but she rejected me, he said. I felt crushed at that point. Well, my question to him is, how many women have you asked out in your lifetime? Because if you only asked out one and only one rejected you ever in life and it caused you to be an incel, then you deserve to be alone. And preferably in a cell. Not in how about that? In cell. That's what he needs to be, in a jail cell. By himself. But something tells me where he's going, he's not going to be alone. He's going to be amongst other people. And then he may not be a virgin again, if you know what I mean. Y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.